I really wanted to be the president of Guyana. And I saw that I couldn't go down to Guyana and start a movement without being killed or anything of the sort. And you can't make any changes at work because he has everything wrapped up. He has the military, he has everything. He's going to shoot you up, all that. I recall one day I went to Guyana in the 90s and I met one school friend of mine. I was looking for another. And when I met, I said, man, I would like to start a movement, and I like to, I'm interested in politics in Guyana. No, they were following me around, the Guyana people, because they had word that I was visiting the American embassy in Trinidad. So whenever I go down there, they follow me and they're watching me and so on. So this guy, Harry Smith, that I met, he was my best friend. Next thing you know, I'm in Trinidad and I saw him. I said, hey, what's happening, Harry? He said, hey, man. I said, what are you doing here, bro? He said, man, I quit. He was a postal worker. And let me tell you about Harry. Harry is the complement of me. He was quiet. He was very seeking security. He wasn't the type of wild guy like me who would leave a job and without another one and hope to find one down the street. He's ensuring that he's going to take care of his business. So when he tells me that he left the postal work, which is a government job, secure, and is now trading, he comes to Trinidad and buys things to go back and sell. I watched Harry and I say, okay. I mean, what kind of stupidness is this he's trying here now? He's trying. Burnham sent him to find out like exactly what my plans were and what I'm planning to do, yada yada yada. So he come to me with that. So I tried to stump him right away. I said, Harry, how do you get foreign exchange? Because foreign exchange was a problem. They had no foreign exchange to come to Trinidad to buy anything. So I said, how much money you come with? What you do to get money out here to come and buy? He said, well, I bring things and sell. He brings like fruits and so on. But Trinidad has the same fruits like Guyana. That's one thing. And I asked him, like, how much money you need to invest in fruits to bring over here because you have to pay for your hotel stay, you got to eat, your plane ticket back and forth, and your transportation around and to shop. How much money you need to do this, and how much money you brought out in fruits and so forth. He couldn't answer my question. I asked him, like, how much you need to invest to cover all this cost and taking back stuff. He couldn't answer my question, so I concluded he was just a joke. And then I find that I'm seeing a whole bunch of people I grew up with in Trinidad. Hey, what's happening, man? And some are very hostile to me and so forth. And I'm saying, like, oops, this is looking dangerous. But I had already made a decision before I left Guyana, because even when I was living there, I rejected these guys, and I was moving like maybe a half mile away to two friends I had. They were scouts, I was a scout, and these guys were a little more progressive to me. My friends, they were just on stupid stuff. Oh, we don't like these people over there, we hate them, they ain't going to school, that's kind of stupidness. I rejected them, and they always got something to say about me. I'm black, I ain't got no clothes, I'm poor. And I mean, it's like, okay, so what can I do with it? You know what I mean? Alright. So, if I were the Prime Minister again, and the only way that could have happened, Prime Minister, President, was if there was an upheaval. Say, America or somebody had gone and shoot the country and put Burnham in jail and disband all this stuff. And even still, it might be dangerous. But let me say, it's okay, and I went back there and I started a campaign. I would have been pro-West, because you can't be living in the West and be pro-China and all them places over there. Russia, Soviet Union, and so on. And I would have been just basic, like the West. Capitalism, democracy. I would have tried to instill a new type of philosophy that, okay, if you're in power, I'm going to do my best to gain favor with people so that next time they may consider me, but I'm not going to oppose you. I'm not going to burn down the country and set it back while you're running. And when people say, look how things are bad, when I come in power, you're going to burn it down, and we keep just burning it down and going nowhere. I respect you. You won. We can wait until the next election. We have our debates. We can be very cordial. I mean, capitalism is the way to go. Many people were telling me growing up that socialism is next to Christianity. How God, how the Jews, how the disciples were living. That is like communal living, and that's socialism and so forth. But I read Animal Farm, and Soviet Union was just a propaganda. That thing can't work. I mean, if I have extraordinary talents, and I'm putting in much into this endeavor, some guy who's sleeping late and got no intelligence and just doing dumb stuff, how can we be equal, and how can he share equally with me? I mean, I'm putting in more effort. Alright. I would have gone with the same capitalist model. You know, we're going to do our model. The government going to invest, the business going to invest, the people going to buy. We're going to try to export more than we're buying, and you know, gradually grow and so forth. And to come to the brain drain and the exodus of the citizens, we could have brought in some more people from Africa, from India, from China. I mean, bring the population up to about 1 million. I think the population is about a quarter million. Bring it up to 1 million, and get help from the UN and from the developed world and so forth, and you know, go from there. Ask them to leave the strife where they come from. Here, I mean, I can't tell people from India to leave the Hinduism and the Islam and the Sikh and whatever, but let us get along, okay? Black and white, everybody. We bring in some whites too from Soviet Union, maybe again from Madeira, because a lot of Madeireans had come to the Guyana, Spain, Eastern Europe. If anybody want to come over that has an ability and want to invest in something or want to try a new idea, come on, you know, and develop sports, develop all the institutions, and you know, try to get some good scholars, try to get the West to give us a certain level of technology and so on. And I'm quite sure that I would have made a big difference, but to get the break would have been almost like touching the sun. Nevertheless, I'm delighted to see that my views. I mean, Guyana has to come back to democracy and capitalism. I mean, there's no other way about it. People get tired of that, watching each other, that Soviet Union and China sort of suspicion about your neighbors and all that stuff, and beating up people unnecessarily and all that. I mean, we have to get past that. We got to live as people. You just can't trust somebody because you don't know if they're enemy or nothing. Huh? I'm sure that I would have made a big difference. I'm sure that I would have come up with some new concepts. Just like how Burnham came up with the first socialist republic, we could have come up with something nice, come up with something that really works. Maybe become superpower in the Caribbean or South America, get some good allies and so on. You know, develop the region, seek to out of being regional, while Guyana is developing. I'd encourage the other nations to invest in people, do things that we all could, you know, develop a South America that rivals North America. And, you know, I'm sure the world would have been a better place, but Burnham stole the day and tried to take it with him to the grave. But life continues, and I hope that one day Guyana wakes up to see the light and see that perhaps my presidency might have been the best ever. Because I don't think Guyana had a chance. From the start, these communists and these leftists and these socialist nuts just perverted things. I mean, the position is that Rodney and Burnham don't understand that even that which you don't have, you can lose. And that which you even have, you can lose. And that which you don't even have, you can't get. See, that's a philosophy that curtails them and kept them into perpetual oblivion. In fact, there was a concept I understand developed in Guyana called rear advancement. Instead of advancement, they were advancing to the rear. Guyana was a prosperous, proud place and ended up just rivaling Haiti. Burnham, you know, run it down to the ground. But, you know, I would have been the opposite. I would have been just straight up Western, you know, respect everybody, and things would have been, I'm sure, the best for Guyana and everybody.